for you are the ones who are going to get to see the whole show. Not like those other slackers. Well, you're front row, so you're going to give me whiplash. Try to talk to you over there. Whiplash. You don't have to stay in the back. It's not church. Go ahead and have a seat. Sword Swallowing Show! Beginning right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Sword Swallowing Show. All right, I say that many times in a day. But now I need to do the proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to hear now is really loud when it gets the crowd. Here.
By the way, very close.
Fox and Sox. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, step right up to see the most amazing feats of mind over matter, pain tolerance, and death defiance you shall ever see on this earth. Witness 20 inches of solid stainless steel go down the hatch without a scratch. That's right, folks. It's officially time for the Sword Swallowing Show. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially time for the Sword Swallowing Show. A little introduction. My name is Cydeshow Cy. I'm a man of skill, a man of danger, and some would even say, a complete lunatic. You seem to agree. You haven't even seen what you're about to get into, and yet you agree. Folks, I like to start off the show with a little bit of noise. And what starts off the show better than a 6-foot red and black bullwhip? That's because bullwhips are fun! Bullwhips are loud! Bullwhips get people excited! Yeah! We're gonna try that again. And work on your timing.
I like thorns.
Need I remind you, I am a professional artiste. That means I not only work for your money, I also work for your applause, your laughs, your screams, your cheers, even the sound of your head thudding against the floor if you were to pass out. That being said, bullwhips are fun! Bullwhips are loud! Bullwhips get people excited! There goes the whip ball. That's why you always have an extra whip, kids. Now to really get you yelling. Ladies and gents, people don't often know. Bullwhips are not just loud noisemakers used for pissing off your neighbors. They're actually dangerous weapons. Every time that the bullwhip makes a crack, oh, we found it. 10 points to Gryffindor.
I always keep it.
Every time the bullwhip makes the crack, it's actually breaking the sound barrier. It's going faster than the speed of sound. So fast that if it were to hit the skin, it can break the skin, draw blood, possibly take off a finger. Let me hear a... All right, ladies and gentlemen, now to really demonstrate the full power of the bullwhip. Okay, maybe we didn't realize. Break the skin, draw blood, possibly take off a finger. I just cut a flower out of my own hand, and the crowd went mild. Let's make it a little bit more dangerous, shall we? We'll do this next one behind the back. Behind the back, yes indeed, but a couple of you are giving the face of, oh, that wasn't actually behind the back. You can still see it. That's all right. We'll do it behind the back one more time. Only this one we will do tail feather style. Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Ow, ow. That in the industry is what we call a butt crack. We'll warn you right now, my jokes do not get any better. All right, this next one, ladies and gents. It's not really more dangerous. It just looks much more stupid. Jeez. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, namaste. I'm gonna stay. Now this last one.
Almost got stick. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna give you all the choice.
I gotta work on some yoga.
We're either gonna do this one A, off the top of my head, or B, out of my own mouth. Maybe let's put it to a vote, shall we? Round of applause for A.
Took care of it. Oh, we were.
Round of applause for B. There seems to be some controversy.
If you do A, I'll give you lapis lazuli.
Maybe some of you didn't realize. If I do it off of A, the worst that will happen is I lose a few hairs. I can go on with the show. If I do it off of B, there is a chance I could lose my nose. Round of applause for A. You guys are gonna be a lot of fun. Fine, I'll do B.
Yay!
For two reasons. One, I love you. I really do. I love my audience. And two, I passed the hat at the end of the show. You asked for this. Tastes like Hobby Lobby. Oh crap, hold on. I have still time.
Make it shorter.
Oh man, I have a feeling we're not going to smell so good after this.
Oh, God.
For those of you just arriving,
like it how
a
we
little
both
more
shook our head at the
introduction. My
same
name is Cydeshow Cy. I'm a man of skill, a man of danger. And some would even say a complete
Lunatic!
Thank you very much. Lunatic. He's convinced, and apparently the rest of you need convincing. You know what that means? We go on with the show. Woo! My name is Cyrus Penn. That is my real name. And that is a God-given pun. Because the pen is mightier than the sword. Only half of you think I'm clever for that. I am mightier than the sword. I'm one of the world's few remaining sword swallowers. I say that because all the rest have died. Yeah, that can go either way with reaction. Yeah, he's alive! Oh my god, he's alive. I did not start off as a sword swallower, though. I actually started off as a juggler.
What? Oh, I have.
As you see by that reaction, why I became a sword swallower. I realized really quick, to be a professional juggler, you either become really good, or you become really funny. I'll let you all decide which way I took. I also came to find out that nobody's really interested in a juggler, unless there's a good chance he's going to kill himself. Sad, but true.
Yes.
That's why I'm going to juggle for you right now these three perfectly average, household, ordinary steak knives. Thanks for explaining the joke, honey. Mom makes a mean porterhouse. Folks, as you can see, this is how a juggler makes it more dangerous. But I am a lunatic, and this is how a lunatic makes it more dangerous. This is not it, I just need two hands. I pull out of my back pocket 3 individually wrapped candies. Candies I will not utter the name of because the company is not paying me.
Oh, Starburst.
Thanks for explaining the joke. You know, it's like, I read my script before the show. I don't remember seeing your names that much.
Liam.
As you can see. As you can see, I am unwrapping each one of the candies, and I am sticking them on the ends of the knives. That is what I do with candy. Tell me, what do you do with candy?
Eat them.
The questions do get harder, just saying. Yes, you do eat candy. So for those of you who haven't figured out where the hell this is going, yes, oh my god. Take a second. I am now going to juggle all 3 knives, and I am going to attempt to eat off the candy.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm going to attempt to eat the candy off one at a time for your amusement. Can you see them? Okay, you can see them right now. When I start juggling, they get very blurry. You have to focus on them about as much as I do. Which means that every time I eat one off, I need you to yell, scream, throw small children high in the air to let me know that you saw it and to reassure me that this is a good idea.
Okay.
Grab a
Only
kid,
when
they're
you do
everywhere.
it, it's a good idea.
Here we go.
I grabbed myself.
Okay. That was like a fraction of you. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, though. It happened too
That
quick.
one side was loud.
And this next time, I'm going to show you when it's going to happen. I'm first going to toss a knife under my leg, and then attempt to eat off another one. Really, folks, you don't have to stand in the back. Also, I really do not want to block the pathway. Come in close and grab a seat, because they are everywhere. Commit! Commit
Come
to the
on in,
show.
come on in. Get a seat.
All right, here we go. Yeah, this is the point where it gets so quiet you can hear a parrot fart. Okay, that was only half of you. Come on, guys, I'm risking life, limp, and type 2 diabetes for your entertainment. A little more enthusiasm. Thank you. I will be going on to the last one now. This last one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to get every single one of you whooping, hollering, cheering, screaming, throwing those kids high in the air, and letting everybody else in the fair know that they're about to miss the sword swallowing show. That's because I'm first going to toss a knife behind my back, and then attempt to eat off the last one. The trick here is timing. Yes, this has gone wrong. Yes, I have the scars to prove it. No, this is not how I got into sword swallowing. Really should have graduated. I'm kidding, I did graduate. Believe it or not, I did. As a theater major, but I graduated. From Virginia, okay. Now, folks, let me know. Are you ready to see the sword swallowing? Say yeah! Are you ready to see the true danger? Say oh yeah! Are you ready to see me die? Say woo!
Are you ready to see me die? And then everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I just said
That's easy!
That's
Anybody can swallow a sword and die. It's my show.
Hey, can I get
I'm on
paid?
stage, you are not. Guys, anybody can swallow a sword and die. I mean, this guy can swallow a sword and die. Don't do it, buddy. I'm not going to. On that note, folks, what you're about to see here, serious note. What you're about to see here is extremely dangerous. It is so dangerous, it's actually considered the most dangerous art ever performed by man in the history of man. Don't do it! Do not try it. Do not try this at home, do not try this at a friend's house. If you really feel inclined to try it anywhere, do it at a hospital. It will save you a lot of time. Whenever somebody watches a sword swallowing show, they often think what they're seeing is magic. Complete fake magic trick. Folks, I stand before you here today to show you that this is not magic. Oh, unless you use one of these. No, if it was really a magic trick, I'd have to bring it back. Watch. It's a personal problem. What happened to you? On that note, parents, if your kids get my jokes, that's your fault. I'm obviously not a magician, because I suck at magic.
Okay.
I use 100% solid. Stainless steel. These blades do not fold. They do not bend. They do not retract in the handle. They are not going anywhere except down the hatch without a scratch. Oh, one more thing. Just to ease any of the anxious minds in this audience, I am a trained professional. I will be okay. Some of you might want to go ahead and take a seat in the available seats right here, just in case, you know, I mean, some people.
That's why we go woo to make people go.
Thank you very much, folks. That is 100% solid stainless steel right down my gullet. It is not magic, it is not a trick. It all happened right before your very eyes, and guess what? It's gonna happen again. What you're witnessing here is a feat of pure mind over matter. That is, I'm using my mind to control every muscle between my mouth and my stomach to allow such a rigid piece of steel to pass through. I have mastered this skill. I demonstrate it with the drop technique. I'm gonna place it a quarter of the way in, and then I'm gonna let go. And then when I feel myself aligned, I will then loosen all the muscles in my stomach, allowing the blade to literally drop all the way in. Yes, a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more sick. But do not blink, or it happens quick.
The puppy doesn't die so that I can...
Thank you much.
Dang!
Believe it or not, after I've shown you what a solid blade looks like, after I've shown you what a retractable blade looks like, after even performing the drop technique, which is physically impossible to do with a retractable blade, people still insist it retracts into the handle, that this is completely fake, that it's completely impossible to swallow a sword. You know what? That breaks my heart.
It is possible! Yes,
It breaks my tiny, twisted, black, icy little heart. Because I have sacrificed so many years of my social life to perfect this. And that's not funny, that's just sad. And now I perform all over the US. This very show that you see right now, to people who will come up to me and say, how do I know that sword swallowing is really real? Hey, that's that question. I might ask you a question.
Well,
I might ask you a question. Bring it. See, like, yeah, plenty of guys have come up to me and asked me a question before. It's not the kind of question, honey, I'm sorry. Yeah, that with your man with the big axe over here. That's America's axe. Anyway, legit question though. Do you believe that sword swallowing is real? Okay, good. Yes. Yes is the right answer. If you're going to say no, this is going to go downhill real quick.
I have a question for you.
Hold on, buddy, after the show. One more question for you, though. A little bit more personal. Do you do any volunteer work? You do? Everybody welcome the volunteer to the stage!
I feel bad for you.
Hello there. What's your name? Barbara. Barbara. Everybody say hello, Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Folks that did the accent makes you very happy. Barbara, here's what's going to happen. We're going to prove to all these folks that sword swallowing is real. Go ahead and take the sword and inspect it. Make sure it's not going to fold up, roll up, retract in the handle, or disappear. It does have to go down my throat. When you are certain it's a real blade, hold it up in the air and say, yes, it's a real blade. Yes, it's a real blade. So she's the first one I ever did in my tone of voice. Thank you very much, Barbara. You can hand that back to me. But don't go away. Because we just proved that the sword is real. Now we got to prove that sword swallowing is real. Barbara, can you lean your head back, please? Yeah, she was going for it. But do you really? Oh, Barbara, you know I was joking. Naturally, it's a sword swallowing show. Naturally, I'm gonna, yeah. But that's not the reason I brought you up here. What's really gonna happen is I'm gonna swallow the sword, and then I'm gonna take a bow to you. And then with your first hand, for a first-hand experience, you're gonna grasp it firmly by the handle, and gently and swiftly slide it out of my gullet. Okay. You seem a little bit nervous.
And then kill him.
Maybe a lot of bit nervous. Barbara. It is Barbara, right? I'm not saying that wrong, right? Alright, cool. Last time I said the wrong name, it almost killed me too. Barbara, you do not have to be nervous. Because this, can I trust you? I really do. Because this is easy. You just have to follow one key step.
Yeah, no, stab him in the gun.
Only pull. Barbara, if you do anything else but pull, we're not going to be friends anymore. We're also filming for insurance purposes. Actually, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, anybody wants to pull out their Instagram or any filmmaking device, and you have the boomerang feature, pull it up and press play as soon as she pulls on it. Because then you have a great souvenir for the festival. And if you'd be so kind as to also tag me in that, find me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Find me, like me, tag me. I would love to see what you guys do for me. All right, you ready for this, Barbara?
All I've been
All right, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, send all of your faith this way to Barbara. For it's going down for real. Give her a big round! Alright, well, Barbie, you hand that back to me. Hey, before you go though, you want to smell it?
I'll smell it.
She's good. And ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Barbie. Nicely done. For the record, Barbara made eye contact the entire time. Is this your man right here? Is he your really? No. No? What is your problem, buddy? Ladies and gentlemen, I am a professional sideshow artist. Sideshow arts aren't a question of how I do it, it's a question of why.
Why?
Why the hell would I literally put my life into the hands of a complete stranger just to prove to you that sword swallowing is real? Well, one is because you watch. And then two, if you didn't believe that this is real, these next couple of swords get a little bit hard to swallow. I warned you. Jokes don't get any better. People often ask me, do I feel the swords when I swallow them? The honest God truth is, yes, I do. I feel them all the way from my tonsils down to the fallopian tubes. We have an educated crowd. Sometimes they tickle a little bit. Here I have what is called a flamberge. It is the longest, it is the heaviest, and it's the wiggliest sword I swallow. Sir, whatever jokes you want. And if you watch closely, and you are lucky, you'll actually be able to see my throat wiggle as it goes in, as it comes out. Observe. That right there is my favorite sword to swallow because the required position of sword swallowing doesn't really allow me to see audience reaction. With that one, I can hear it. Folks, before I go into this last sword, I want to take a moment and thank you all so much. This is my last show of the day, and you guys are witnessing it right now. I am here for the full run of Koroneburg, so invite your friends, invite your enemies, just get them, tell them to come and hang out in the Renaissance
I didn't
Fair.
do that one.
Down.
Now, ladies and gents, I'm going to blow your minds with something. Without an audience, there's no such thing as a performance. Right?
Yeah, obviously.
Sure.
Otherwise, it's just glorified rehearsal.
I know.
That
It
means
blew my mind.
performance is my passion. And without you guys, I do not exist. Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause. On that note, I am a professional at this. Like many others in this fair, this is my full-time job. I work at a lot of places with a budget, which means I'm going to give you all the opportunity to rate my show. Meaning at any given point during the show, if you could have rated it from 1 to 100, I ask you to please place your rating into my hat. In all honesty, folks, any rating that you can give, big or small.
This is all I have.
Thanks, buddy. I've been given a lot before. I've never been given all. Thanks, buddy. If you cannot afford a rating, that's okay. I understand.
This is better.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you can't afford a rating, folks, that's alright. I've been there before. Just come up, shake my hand, let me know you enjoyed the show. They may not be worth as much as money, but it means a hell of a lot. But also, it's like the money really does help because I do. Thanks, buddy. It helps me get from place to place. It gives me food. It gives me gas. It helps me get from place to place. So anything you give, thank you very kindly from the bottom of my heart, which I know isn't very far, but still. Now to earn such a high rating, I bring out what I call the $100 sword.
Oh no.
A couple years ago, I was busking with sword swallowing. This was my grand finale.
You're gonna use that one.
And a man comes up after the show, makes eye contact, and places a $100 bill into my hat. True story, it really did happen. it could happen again. Make a dream, I mean really. The sword that he saw was this one right here. The curved scimitar. This blade has a curve of close to 90 degrees. I literally have to curve my body to fit the curve of the sword, or it's literally going to curve out the side of my body. Yeah, I don't want to see that either. That's a very scarring image for you. It takes the zippity right out my doodah. Let's do this one correctly, shall we? There you go, folks. One curved blade, onward and awkward. Like 5 times the applause that was. So I'm going to give you all the deadliest encore. The deadliest encore, which combines 2 stunts in one. I'm going to combine mind over matter and hand-eye coordination. I'm going to swallow this sword, and then I'm going to juggle these 3 knives for however long I see fit to get the applause I think I deserve. If you care about my health and the health of the folks in front, yeah, we're in this together. As soon as these knives go up, give it your all. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. All right, here we go.
I was going to be cool. My headphones are in the way.
Wherever your parents told you not to do as a child, it's a good chance you'll make money doing it as an adult. In other words, go out, do what you love, live your dream, don't let anybody stand in your way. I'm Cydeshow Cy. It's been an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much.